Hello, loves. We've got a turtleneck on today, feeling a bit posh, and using this accent. So now I'm shifting into Australian. That's for the guild who inevitably watches this and thinks I'm a bloke. Anyhow, I'm gonna get shit for this. Axie Aces today. Kyber 3. Did scout him. Talk about that for a second. Not much to talk about. I feel like the more I do this, the more even I get sick of me scouting people. So we'll just talk about generally what I've seen. 9.9 million, call it 10. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 GLs and 1 GL ship. I believe he puts Executor, Finalizer, and Raddus on defense, and he doesn't even have comeuppance. So I looked at that in advance. I did unlock Profundity last week, and because I am a nutcase, it took it straight to 7 stars. So I'm thinking Profundity for Executor. We get to experience the RNG fest that is that. And then honestly, the other two, Finalizer gets Malevolence, and Raddus will just get a bunch of crap until it falls. Probably my Negotiator to start. Still not great. Honestly, I'm not great with any fleet other than the GL fleets because I've just rushed every GL fleet and they're all I know how to use. Even Profundity, I rushed Executor and Leviathan and my wife got Profundity and I've been playing with her Profundity the whole time. So somehow I've only learned really how to use the GL ships. Anyhow, characters, not much to talk about in the way of intimidation. I'm sure I'll choke on my words. He puts Ray, JML, and Jabba on defense, which means he should have more than enough to take out my bottom wall, which is always the concern. It's the number one concern. Doesn't care a lot about datacrons. This is also kind of reflected in his mods. Does she have speed? Yeah. So his Relic 8 Ray, my barometer for good health on Ray, it's about 200k. This would be acceptable speed if she didn't have a speed set. If you're gonna put a speed set on Ray, she's gotta be like 570 at least. Maybe I'm a maniac. Same thing goes with damage though. A Relic 8 Ray with 9400 damage. Mine is at a little over 12,000. But that's not really the worst. I think his Slicker is kind of representative of yikes. His Slicker has a speed set. The health is fine. The speed is abysmal, especially when you consider that he has a speed set. And the damage is about what I would expect it to be. But given what he had to sacrifice, not great. And I don't even remember looking at his JML. Relic 7, honestly, the protection is fine for Relic 7. He's slow. He's just dragging his... I'm not there yet for YouTube. I can't say those words yet. He's slow. And then, of course, as always, the last thing I'll do, I'll sort by speed. And this is where I got really thrown off. I'm pretty sure, yeah, his General Skywalker, his gas is 299. I saw his Dooku, and I was so confused. His Dooku is his only non-GL over 300 speed. So, I don't know. That's all I'm saying. Assuming he can't pound through my bottom wall, I don't see this going too well for him. As always, there is a plan. And I'll let you know, I did switch up my defense. Small tweak. I put Ewoks on the bottom back because I've been finding that when people see them on the front, granted, Ewoks are not the most intimidating team, but they're kind of like a TM trained team, just like Geos are. And if you let them get out of hand, they get out of hand. And I think what I've been finding is that people get to see them on my front wall and they keep in the back of their heads. They know they're going to have to deal with them, so they don't burn any resources that they might need for them. And then if they can take my bottom wall, it's just a free bottom wall and they save their resources for the top wall. So I decided to just switch it up a little bit and put my very crappy Night Sisters on the front wall, not a Zeta in sight, and put the Ewoks on the back, hoping that somehow the Ewoks are the surprise. Looking at his defenses, so quite on... Yeah, sorry. The new portrait, I'm like, was that GL Leia? That's not GL Leia, right? No, okay. So the new portraits came out, and God bless them. I mean, I guess they look better, but now nobody knows what they're looking at anymore. Bottom wall, not too wild. This is just all kinds of funky to me. Where's GK? He takes him with Kenobi. But that means he doesn't take Padme with Jedi Master Kenobi. His Omicron Qui-Gon is not getting any use of the Omicron. It's just weird. Let's put it this way. I don't have a plan for anything on the bottom wall except for Geos and Malgus. And there's an asterisk there, and we'll get to that in just a second. The asterisk is on the Malgus because I plan on using JML against his Malgus if I can beat his Revan team. Is throwing me off. His Revan is leading JML. If I can beat that team with Starkiller, which is funny because my Starkiller just lost to a JML team last week. So I'm just going to sit here and say, maybe I should be able to beat them. Rey gets Bane. Jabba gets Slicker. Grievous gets Wampa. And then Revan, JML, gets Starkiller. If Starkiller fails, I will mirror this with my JML, but the problem is that leaves me nothing for his Malgus. And then the saving grace down there. I mean, JML is supposed to be fine against Malgus to begin with. It's best with Jedi Knight Cal Kestis for obvious reasons, but like most of the rest of his roster, big yikes on the mods. I was looking at his Malgus' speed earlier, but I didn't even realize how low his health and protection were. And his Revan is very similar. It's like horrifyingly slow for what Darth Revan wants to do. And hey, while I'm here, just bear with me. Yep, I'm just making sure one of these guys didn't get all the best mods. No, they're all pretty slow. So without further ado, let's get started. And as always, we're going to start with what we know. And we're going to do Wampa, the Wampster, against Grievous. Where is my recover? That's the one. That's the one. This isn't stop, right? Now that they changed the logos, I can't. All right. You are attempting. Yes, I am. I hate Droideka so much in this lineup. It doesn't ever make or break what's going on, really, the outcome. It's so annoying when if and when Droideka gets marked and you just have to sit there hitting a marked immune Droideka for like 3 turns. Okay, great. Now nobody's taunting. I'm going to hit him. He's going to take a lot of damage, which is unfortunate because when he falls below 100% health, he's going to mark Droideka. There it is. Droideka's marked. I'm sad. And now we get to stare at Droideka for, I don't know, 5 turns. That was the quote-unquote big hit from Droideka. So we should be good. The other scary thing about a Droideka sitting in damage immunity is kind of hard to steal health when you don't do damage. Sounds like common sense, but what do they say? Common sense ain't so common these days. And he should be down. As soon as he gets out of this damage immunity, he'll basically just die as soon as I touch him. Yep. Yep, now he's going to mark him. And at this point, I'm not going to ramp anymore. There's not really a point. We've done what we needed to do. I'm still, you know, I say it every time. A Grievous on defense, I just don't get it. The only time, unless it's got stop, right? We all know stop changes the Grievous team. Unless it's got stop, the only time that I would recommend putting Grievous on defense is if you put him on the back wall. And if you've put like 1 or 2 teams somewhere on the front wall that would pull out a Wampa. And so someone uses their Wampa on one of those teams, they get to the back wall and they go, oh no, I can't do anything. Something like that. Does this team secretly stop Bane somehow? I don't think so. I've been proven wrong before. First of all, while I'm here, does Bane do special damage or I thought he does. Yeah, he does physical damage and physical damage, right? So, okay, let's think about this. Which cron? They don't really matter that much because he's only getting 15% max health and max protection, but it's better than nothing. I think this is the one I always use because I like the armor pen. That's fine. You know, my Bane versus Ray, if I was ever going to find an excuse to take him to higher relics, it would be because what always ends up scaring me are the whirlwinds. Her whirlwinds hit so hard, and like they could hit harder. They could hit harder, but ugh, I just don't like falling below 100% health on my Bane. Oh my gosh, so strong, just ridiculous, just ridiculous. I don't usually clown on people. I can understand a Relic 8 Bane, but all these people who took their Bane to Relic 9, oh man. I don't like to throw around the term overinvestment, but that's an overinvestment right there. Any problems? No. I'm sorry, I have to like triple check these teams because the portraits are all different now. This should be fine. Honestly, even without a Datacron, this matchup has always been easy. And quite honestly, I've never had to learn the Jabba mechanics because Slicker just rolls over Jabba. Although I have learned you do not call the mass assist here because something over there, something over there is causing your people to not be able to assist. I don't know what that is or when it goes away, but we're going to find out. Because I'm going to try to call the mass assist next turn, and we'll see if anybody has anything to say about it. Sheesh. 2 turns in a row, huh? Sure. Oh my gosh, the damage. See, this is what I'm talking about. All right, mass assist. Rumor has it you do damage. Okay, now I can assist. Cool. Yeah, I'm not even going to ult that because... Why? Let's just get this over with. Okay, we can ult now. Fine. Yep, yep. Yep, yep, yep. 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 The worm is dead. All right. This one's for the guild. Oh, this one's for the guild. Didn't I switch out? I switched out Old Ben last time for Plo Koon. Because Plo Koon gives some turn meter, and I could see that just randomly becoming necessary or useful. But now I'm sitting here, I'm like, well, there's a lot of susceptibility to ability block over there. Do I want Old Ben to do his thing? But honestly, where's Plo? What do you got, my dude? Yeah, all okay, defense up and other allies gain 25%. That's fine. Offense down, and I think this dispels buffs, so I guess that could be fine. Better than Old Ben. Don't ask about mods. My mods are terrible on Old Ben and on Plo Koon. Here's the Star Killer Kron. This is the one. And then I just want to double check because I never come up against this. His leadership doesn't matter. The first time each other they recover. Double. Yeah. Ignore. I mean, okay. So this is not the one that makes him taunt. It's his leadership. None of that's happening. And he taunts while he has protection. So I feel like I can just straight up ignore him. Doesn't Revan start everybody, what is it, with tenacity up? Jedi allies gain tenacity up for 1 turn. So, against Mara's tenacity down, that should kind of level the playing field. And tenacity down, for those of you who don't know, cannot be resisted. If you've ever noticed, tenacity down always applies. It's because it has a 100, it's not like other debuffs. It cannot be resisted. It can be dodged if they have the foresight thing and you don't hit them. Anyhow, so his JML is going to go first. Does his JML open with an ability block? Does this whole thing end if he ability blocks Mara Jade? I don't know. This one's for the guild. Let's go. You gonna do it? You did it, but you didn't ability block her. Okay, so the squishiest needs to die first. We'll start with GMY. And this is the point where we just start throwing things out there. Now, who don't I want to take a turn? Can't Revan, like, not be affected by stagger or something like that? Let's find out. Zap. Zap Bastila. Yep. Didn't want him to do that, but that's fine. You can be staggered, which is disgusting. Get that 5th shock up. Okay. We have... This can't be evaded, right? This ability can't be evaded. Throw the barrel, get those stacks. There you go. We are going to shock GMY. We're not going to shock GMY because he dodged it. Great. Now, we're going to stun GMY. We want to get another stagger on JML. We just need to make sure JML never takes a turn. And let's... Yep, we can do this. That's fine. We can do this. That's fine. I'm watching JML's turn meter. That's what I'm paying attention to right now. And I think we can get away with another shock before he takes a turn. Great. Shock him, get rid of that turn meter. Jolie needs to die next because he can revive people, and these are people that we do not want revived. Hey, look. We're unleashed. Someone in the guild is clapping their hands right now. I know people were... people were ready for this to not work. Not because they didn't think it wasn't going to work, but because I managed to make things not work sometimes. Let's see. Although this is really, really sad. The fact that he can be staggered just kind of... Well... Hey guys, want to see me use Profundity for the first time in my GAC history? So, I'm not going to experiment with something here. There's 2 openers you can use with Profundity against Executor. You can either do the healing thing, and it will pull Xanadu Blood out of stealth, and it will mark him, and then you go for Xanadu Blood, or you try to call the assist on Dash's ship, and you pray to God through the power of 9 billion assists that you just straight up kill Razor Crest right out of the gate. His Razor Crest is Relic 3. The problem with that, not the problem that he's Relic 3, the problem with that is, okay, let's think. If that goes south, you can always use the special ability, mark Xanadu Blood again, and then switch gears to Xanadu Blood. I think I set my Profundity fleet up in advance before I even started using it. What do I want to do? I'm sorry you have to sit here and watch me do this right now. Actually, oh my god, we can pause. You don't have to. Stand by. Okay, I have decided I'm just going to do what I know. This is what I do on my wife's account because the opener with the mass assist thing It's not even reliable until your profundity's 7 stars. Hers isn't 7 stars. I haven't been doing it. I'm just going to pull out Xanadu Blood. That's it. I'm going to pull out Xanadu Blood and we'll see how it goes. It should be easy. It should be. Okay. Pull out Xanadu. Hit him big. Oh my god. I love this fleet. I love this fleet so much. I really do. Start getting as many assists as we can on the Razor Crest. He's going to throw his little temper tantrum. I don't want to use a special here. Yep, that's great. That's fine. He is breached. Do I want to? Do I? I'm just going to call him in. I brought them. I'm going to use them. That's fine. That is something. I'm sure there's something I don't know about calling in Emperor's Shuttle or something. Probably. But I've never seen it. For the record. This is just... okay, fine. Let's get rid of their buffs, except he's still going to taunt because he's still going to be breached. Yeah, we'll just do that. That's fine. That'll get rid of his... why didn't that get rid of his taunt? Nobody's breached. Did Falcon not assist? That would be weird. Or did he dodge the Falcons? That would be annoying. Who knows? Find out next time. And we are at ult, and this is done. It's so weird. I'm so not used to even having one competent fleet. But I will take it. I certainly will. And is everybody at full? Yes, they are. So we can just go for the kill. And we deflected. That was lucky. We saved a banner on that. Cool. That should have been the hardest one. He does have the correct optimal lineup for Finalizer. It's been a while since I've actually seen a TIE echelon worth killing. So we'll see if this still goes the way it's supposed to. Ships could be a hot mess too. I could just be totally muffed on ships and that's the end of it. What you gonna do? Yeah, man. You gotta love when they land the stun. You really do. Let's get that assist. Oh my god. You do it again. And that's okay. Yes. I do. Well, I want to, but I also have no choice. Can you leave Sunfac alone? Leave Brittany alone, leave Sunfac alone. This is... there must also be something that I don't know about this. This is the second time I've seen First Order Officer, or not for Sith Fighter get called in, and don't know what that's all about. Let's call in the Assassin and just see who else. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I'm going to be safe, and I'm just going to get this guy out. He's the one. He's the problem child, the troublemaker. This is my one problem with the Spy, though. If the forced taunt gets put on someone that you do not want it on, outstandingly annoying. Outstandingly bad, outstandingly annoying. Do I want to AoE or do I want to stun? I think I want to stun. I don't want to hurt Kylo any more than I have to. Please die? Of course not. Of course not. This could be better, this could be worse. And we are at the point where Kylo is nuclear, and he needs to go. He needs to go. And ideally, we would have a Vulture droid right now who could potentially be soaking up some of these hits. Yep. I do want to do this. We just want to get as much damage into Kylo as possible. I am horrified. I am horrified. I continue to be horrified. And now we get one Vulture droid. And that's the end of it. Sad day. Okay, who gets what? My bad. I still think we go Negotiator against Raddus. And we figure out, okay, but if we are going to go Negotiator against Raddus, I suppose I will take some leftovers here. Finalizer. What rebels do I have left? Look at my level 80 home one. How about them apples? Do I want to reinforce with Ebonhawk? I think I just want to start with Ebonhawk. They are... Oh my god, I have my own Finalizer. I'll save Finalizer for cleaning up Raddus. Will I? Am I going to embarrass myself? I shouldn't. Should be okay. Someone's laughing in the background. And I'm just going to be so safe. Isn't Lando's complete garbage? This is Lando's, right? Yeah, Lando's is crap. And actually, I'm going to take Biggs out. I'm going to do that. And then we'll go Rebel, Rebel, Rebel. That's Biggs. And then that's... Sure. I think this is okay. But he's still got 2 reinforcements. Okay, no. We're going to use our own Finalizer again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for wasting your time. I didn't realize he still has 2 more. I was just thinking, oh, I can just wipe out 3 of them and that's fine. We're going to play it safe. Because I don't think, LOL, I don't think his Raddus will cause too much of a problem. Do I care about target lock or can I reinforce with an Ebonhawk? Let's just see what this does. This should be okay. Famous last words. Yep. They're preloaded. That's fine. That's fine. You're upset. I understand. And let's give it to Kylo so we can hopefully get a stun. And we did. And so he's really the only one that I would ever have any concern about, which is why I'm just going to get rid of him. Get rid of the guy who causes problems. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I forgot that I did not upgrade any of my TIE Echelon's abilities prior to this, which I wanted to do. But again, life goes on. Except he might die. Which is when life doesn't go on. Nobody's dazed, so we can all gain turn meter, which is what we want. And let's do this. I'm sick of you and your foresight. I will have no more of it. We can't get a stun. We do have advantage, so maybe he can just kind of die. Okay. How lovely. Raddus is next. We're going to use Negotiator, and once again, yeah, I don't even have a fleet set up because I just don't do fleets. However, a wise man told me that this is what I should start with. That wise man was me. And let's see how this goes. Who do I want to kill first? I don't necessarily have a choice. I think I'm going to end up having to taunt. Yeah, I'll go for the tank. We'll go for the tank. It's fine. Let's get the buff immunity on her so she can't do buff stuff. Unless she gets cleansed. That's buff stuff. Mass assist. And we'll do this. And now we just need him to breathe. To breathe and to survive. Anakin can do the damage. Yep. Yeah. Get that turn meter. Try to just get ahead of them. That's the goal today. Okay, she's out. Oh yeah, and I remember, see, that thing is just wild. That AoE on Rey, underestimated all the time. Always does way more damage than I'm expecting it to do. Am I... Okay, that's interesting. Rebel Y-Wing. If that is what you want. That is so bizarre. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Is Rebel Y-Wing gonna come in and save the day? We'll do this. I know. Dead and gone. Now we should have our ult. Ray is just sitting over there giving me anxiety. Anakin's dead, that's fine. Yeah. Do we want a mass assist? Or do we want all allies recover? Let's just do this. I just want to be done with this. And which one? Yep. And yep. And call target ally to assist. We'll do that. I'd rather one of them die. And then this should be able to just finish up. However, I smell an ult soon. So let's just try to get some damage in. You're taking lots of turns, huh? How about that? It's not enough. It's not enough. It was enough. How lovely. Now, there's a lot riding on this too. Geos. Let's start with Geos. We'll do Imperial Troopers. And just like before, we will get rid of range, and we will use our friend, our new friend, Scout Trooper, who dazes and staggers and prevents the brute from countering, and it's just the most wonderful thing. And we are going to do that. There's the stagger. He gets his next turn. He AoEs. He hits all the staggers on everybody else. The staggers, the exposes, etc., etc. And I actually will armor shred the brute because I just need him to go away. The brute is gone. Now, actually, this should be the end of it. I learned something today, which is you can attack the weakest one. Boy, doesn't that sound like common sense. You can attack the weakest one who has the least amount of armor to do the most damage to their entire health pool, right? Because whoever you're hitting, yes, they share a health pool, they share a protection pool, but the one that you're hitting takes the damage. Yes. So if they all share health and they all share protection, you don't want to go for Sunfac or the Alpha because they have the highest defense, armor, whatever it is. They take less damage. You get JML, right? You get JML. This I like never use my Iden. And their mods are really, really bad. We'll just see if we can put our foot in our mouth sooner rather than later and see if JML works the way we want it to work on this. Why would I want anyone other than this exact group of people right now? Is there anyone I would rather have here? The answer is no. Offense, crit avoidance. I think we can stick with I like the high crit avoidance one. That'll be okay. What's the plan, man? So let's check that Malik. So normally you care about Malik, you know, he gets his third ability, he starts to stack defense, blah, blah, blah. I think what I'm going to want to do is I want to mark Bastila Shan Fallen because we can actually assist against her and all that good stuff. Maybe HK will just end up falling over, but we're going to spam JML's leader ability on Malik because it does true damage, which is not affected by defense, which is Malik's whole thing. And his Malgus is super duper slow. So let's just... Is there a point in ability blocking people? There's not a point in ability blocking you. I am just going to start going to town on BSF. Yeah, I know. They don't get stunned. Yes. Everybody is afraid. As they should be. Still want to go for BSF. I want to be done with BSF. And now we can do that. I'm not done with BSF. Someone in the guild is laughing. Someone in the guild is laughing. You're taunting and you're taunting. Let's get rid of your buffs. And now we'll go back to this. Really just want Revan to, like, take a turn. That'd be pretty neat at this point. Let's get rid of those buffs. He gets a free turn. It really does nothing. Let's swap with Luke. Luke can... Hoda. Yep, now she's gone, finally. Let's get rid of HK. Use his leadership more. You're not using his leadership enough. I hear you, Scorpion. I hear you. One of these again. Yep. One of these again. One of these again. You're still not using his leadership enough. Yep. Let's do Hoda again. And I always find myself wondering why JML loses taunt. Someone says, "You idiot." It's because I don't know the reason. Can't tell you. We don't have... Let's give him a little bit more protection. He does... Fucking doubt. Doubt. And I can't assist. We're dropping the ball here. Let's reduce his cooldowns and call the assist here. Yes, I know. One day I'll learn how to use JML. But not today. And now he should just go down pretty much entirely with using the leadership special. Yeah. Neat. Alright, the rest of this is kind of hodgepodge. I'm thinking Iden here. And I don't have a ton of options left. I believe I remember seeing he had like junk on his back wall. I don't know why. Iden wouldn't work here. Cara Dune can kind of throw a wrench into that. My Iden does not have her Zeta. So if I let her go crazy, she can stun everybody to the point where I just... not a lot of performance. However, we can try to prevent that. What do I want to do? I want Han to go first, die first, because he can revive, and hopefully we just end up countering everybody else. You idiot. Yeah, That's exactly what I didn't want to happen, and that's okay. She can cleanse everybody. Yep. Do your taunt. It's the ability I hate. We can edit this out, right? Should be able to edit this out. Anyhow. Let's try to get some staggers. Yep. Hey, we can edit this out, right? She's a rebel, so he'll double tap. Hopefully he stuns her. He did. Iden really needs to take her turn. I really need to prevent Leia from going on a tear. She didn't get stunned. The tear is here. The tear is coming. Can't be resisted. Yeah. The insults are on their way. The insults are on their way. I am sad. I am horrified. Oh, and he doesn't even double tap. Yep. There she is. Can we maybe just put her back where she belongs? And death mark the Han. He's taunting. That's what we need. I need to do this. I need to get the assist, but they're dazed. And he's not going to double tap because he's dazed. and my soul leaves my body. It truly, truly does. I'm gonna let Leia do her thing, and I'm probably gonna regret it. Let's get this up. Please, for the love of God. Uh-huh. I'm not messing around. I'm just gonna use this. Uh-huh. So, kids, what did we learn? Padme. I want to use my Qui-Gon against Padme. So that when, so Anakin's temper tantrum shouldn't be that big of a deal. Because Qui-Gon is not doing what Qui-Gon is supposed to do. And this should just be fine. Kit is my guy. For better or for worse. Mace might even die first. I'm pretty sure their mace is not great. Crit damage, offense, accuracy. Give that a go. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Not too well. That's okay. Yeah, I see you. Does Padme just die? No, I kind of want to just go straight for mace. I really do. Let's actually, though, get that offense up. Yep. That's fine. Can we get a... I don't want a swarm on mace. Yeah. Do that. Call someone. That's exactly who I wanted to call, by the way. And we'll double up. There it is. That's what we wanted. Who's squishier? I don't want Anakin getting too comfortable. I don't want a mass assist either. Let's do one of these. That's exactly... Wow, you don't counter when you dodge. Fun fact. Yep. I know. He's in temper tantrum mode. Yep. Ugh, the assist. You idiot. Please go away. Please go away. Don't call the assist. And you're back. Get rid of that. I'm trying not to AoE. Trying not to AoE because every time you AoE is exactly when they decide to kill Qui-Gon, and then you don't have your AoE. And I stand by that. I will not AoE until Qui-Gon dies. Don't call the assist for the 100th time. Okay, well, Qui-Gon's not going to die, so great. Can we recover banners? I don't think so. Let's just get this over with. Okay. What is back here? I thought that was Lord Vader for a second, and I was about to lose it. Why? Is that a legitimate Starkiller team? Technically. A Sith, a Jedi. This is the scavenger. Yep. This is technically a legitimate Starkiller team. And so, of all the things I have left, if anyone was going to do anything on a good day, it might be CLS. Might be CLS. This isn't really anything to think about. This is always a little annoying, but let's see what kind of speeds we're dealing with, although they kind of do their own thing with the TM. Biggs and Wedge look different. Biggs is looking ready to touch some kids. Oh my god. 21 speed, okay. There's still room to lose, though. I don't have great... I have bounty hunters. Oh, well, here's the other thing with Starkiller. All you have to do is kill one of them, and then you can clean up with something afterwards. So I guess I do definitely want CLS against Starkiller and to see how that goes first. Let's get one of these. We will do... I thought I had a crit damage and offense, but I might have already used that. Crit damage, crit avoidance, crit chance. I'll take the crit avoidance. That should potentially help against Starkiller. Now, who's the easiest to kill? Who is the most brain dead to kill? Crew's probably going to taunt. I don't want to kill Crew. As a matter of fact, what's really funny about this is... best case scenario right now is I time out on Crew with this current lineup, because CLS just does not beat Crew. However, unfortunately, I'm not confident that I have a strong enough other leftover team to actually kill anybody. And what I really need right now is just to kill anybody on this team. And as such, we're going to do this, and then we're going to end up timing out on Crew. And that's okay. He is taunting by default. I think Scavenger Ray is going to be the answer here. Everybody is debuffed, which is annoying, but that's okay. Because if you're debuffed, you do reduced damage. Blind. It's such an odd team, I just don't even know. I guess we'll do Shakti next. We'll just keep that going. I don't want her dispelling a bunch of... I don't want her dispelling a bunch of translations, so... We'll do Sidious next. Someone in the guild is screaming. Skill's okay, fine. I'm, like, right... I won't be able to kill Crew, right? Right? Okay, yeah. This is what I'm used to. Crew. Why is Crew taking damage? Why did Crew die? Hello? Why did Crew die? It's fine, he can die. But why did he die? Anyhow, I want to... use Raddus, you idiot. I want to... Savage, Vader. You have days. What kind of leftover crap do I have? Also, oh yeah. Yeah, let's go with, who did we accidentally beat Slicker with last time? Or not Slicker, Gas. I don't use Dengar on my bounty hunter team if it comes down to bounty hunters. Who else would he... Is that? No, that's Assassin. It's not Marauder. It kind of looks like Marauder, but it's not. Some junk. Nobody's really getting the full bonuses here, so... Dark side. Don't want to waste your time. I'm wasting your time. Get the dodges from the Night Sister, maybe a stun. I need someone who can make use of the Kron. It's all junk. The problem is it's all junk. I guess, do I have mods on my HK? Oh, do I at least have 4 speed? No. I hijacked one of his speed mods. Stupid. I definitely have mods on Sith Assassin at the very least. Alright. Whatever. Fine. Hopefully I make a fool out of myself. They all just pop. Biggs causes the most trouble with his 9 billion counters. Do I just want to give him his turn? Let's get rid of you. You're still here. Oh yeah, and Mon Mothma doesn't even... Mon Mothma doesn't get Merciless Massacred, unfortunately. Let's do that. Let's do that. Try to get some dazes up so there's not a million assists going around. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to give him turn... Did it not crit? I don't need to dunk on him. I just want to kill him. And then let's do that. Get some turn meter down. Get rid of Lando sometime today. So that if they revive... I don't want Biggs coming back. Biggs is the one that I don't want coming back right now. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's get more debuffs up on Kyle. Let's try to swing it at Kyle, and then we're done. Great. Lovely. And now Phoenix. Bunch Gear 12. Interesting that they have Zetas on them. I don't know why. We'll just do Bounty Hunters. 2, 3. These new portraits are just funky. I actually want to use Boosh. I just got Boosh up for Leia. I don't think there's anyone else I'd rather have here. And I just want to play around with Boosh. So we have 3 light side now. So we can use another light side Kron. And we'll do crit avoidance. Alright, there's nothing weird about this. The new portraits are just totally like throwing me for a loop. Deadly Bluff. Right? Damage the weakest enemy 10 times, yeah. I never use Boosh. Don't know what Boosh does. Who's the strongest? Yeah. Oh, we got payout. Yikes. Look at those new animations on Django. Go away. Well, gosh, I mean, if we're here, we're already here. Are we getting full banners from this? Can we recover? We can definitely recover some protection. Yeah. Grief's gonna go get the taunt. Recover the protection. Neat. Save a banner. Can't remember the last time I full cleared in Kyber. Okay. So, what are we looking at here? No drops up front. No drops up front. Iden could have been a lot cleaner. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for the guild to talk about that one. No drops. And then we had a drop on ships. Actually, I don't know why I'm even doing this right now. I took his Executor. All right, let's look at his ship inventory. I took it as his Executor. He had Finalizer and Raddus. He doesn't have... Oh no. He technically has the ships. Oh god. He technically has the ships that he could use to counter Leviathan with Chimera. But I did put my Executor on defense. We'll see if Executor gets a hold. So, okay. Now there is a point to doing this. Assuming he successfully defeats my Leviathan with his Chimera, which is possible if he knows what he's doing. I would be shocked if he knew what he was doing, because his mods are awful. And that sounds like a weird statement, but I just can't... Like, some of the decisions that he made in his defensive lineups and how rough his mods are, I would be shocked if he knew exactly what to do with Chimera to beat Leviathan. But if he did, he could... Let's look at Galactic Republic. He could beat Executor with Negotiator. And then my third ship is Junk. So he could beat my ships. But he has to not drop on anything anywhere. And I have a feeling either Rey or Finn is going to throw him off. Although he does have a boatload of GLs that he can use. So we'll see how this goes. As always, I attacked first, so I will leave a comment down below with the final score, or I'll put the final score in the description. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you all next time.